Hello everybody, welcome back to another Firefly reaction video on All Maverick. I'm Alan, and as ever, I'm joined by Jeremy.
Hey everyone.
And Brass.
Hey up.
Hey up.
How's it going, guys? Hey up.
Hey up.
How are you guys? You good?
Yeah, we're all good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look forward to seeing this episode.
What was so funny about that? Hey up.
Hey up. You just don't normally say hey up, Brass. I've
Yeah,
never heard
it's
you
true.
say it before. That should be your thing from now on.
It's my time in the north. It's the northern equivalent of hey guys. Or
Oh, well,
hey
I like
guys.
it. I like it.
Yeah, cool.
So last episode we watched Bushwhacked, and this week we are checking out Shindig. We just want to do a real quick recap of what we saw last week. We saw the crew out in space finding an abandoned ship where Reavers had pillaged and killed pretty much everybody on board. We had one guy left. He was kind of driven crazy, right? The whole Reaver situation had driven him a little bit loopy-loo.
He was kind of turning into a Reaver, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was making himself into a Reaver.
Yeah.
And then the Alliance turned up, looking for River and Simon, but they managed to hide them outside the ship, and they kind of came to a bit of a mutual appreciation when Mao saved them from crazy Reaver guy.
Yeah.
It was quite a... That was about it, really. That's pretty much the whole episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good episode. I'd like to see a bit
Yeah,
more
it's
of the
good.
backstory
We
of
got-
the Reavers.
Yeah, we learned a bit more about them, right? We learned that they are actually like biologically human, but maybe insane, or like have been disfiguring themselves
Yeah,
a
a
little
lot of
bit
mutation.
Cenobite-y.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. So as I say, this episode is called Shindig. Shall we get into it now?
Let's do it.
Get into it.
Still, might have to clear out before too much longer. Seems there's a thief about.
Thief?
Took this right off him. And they earned that with the sweat of their slave trading brows.
Now.
Oh, terrible shame. Of course, they won't discover it till they go order their next round of drinks. Way. Good drinker, that one.
Here we go. Go bar
The
fight.
impulsive sides are yet. What's this, bar fight number 2? 2 in 4 episodes, 50% bar fights.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lovely place, I told my friends.
Jesus Christ.
Atherton Wing. He's a
Nemesis.
regular, ain't he?
Yep.
I've seen him before.
Oh, I never did. Not what I pictured. Young. Must be rich, too. Afford your rates.
I suppose. He's engaged me
Such
for
a smooth
several
talker.
days.
Days. Boy must have stamina.
Too much foofara.
Look at the fluffy
If I'm
one.
gonna wear a dress, I want something with some slink.
You want a slinky dress? I can buy you a slinky dress. Captain, can I have money for a slinky dress?
I'll chip in.
The only place I've seen something so nice is some of the things that Nora has.
No, we best be moving.
I think she needs all that stuff. Life she leads.
Well, sure. Sometimes the customers buy her things. She knows some real rich men.
Come on, these ain't feathers I'm toting here, you know?
I like the ruffles. Nora gets to wear whatever she wants.
What are you gonna do in that rig? Flounce around the engine room? You're like a sheep walking on its hind legs.
Jesus. It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Fucking cut her
Too
down.
far.
Damn. Cold-blooded.
Stay on the ship, Captain.
Badger!
Captain Reynolds.
Oh, we've had
that?
him before, yeah.
Heard you was
Yeah.
in town. Thought we might have a bit of a sit down.
Prefer a bit of a piss off.
I'm very sorry. Did I give you the impression I was asking?
How would you even set up a meet? Man won't deal with you.
No place it'll be. Safe place. Using some new tech gun scans. High class too. Wouldn't let me in there. You might slip in. Of course, you couldn't buy an invite with a diamond the size of a testicle. I got my hands on a couple.
Testicles or diamonds.
Of invites. You want this meeting or not?
She looks like one of those things that goes on top of a toilet roll.
Leave her alone. Stop with me.
Oh, gossip.
Yeah.
It's
not as good as last year.
Oh, really? What they have last year?
Standards.
Ooh.
I'm not saying the 8004 is hard to repair. I'm just saying work.
It's a fine machine. You just keep it
That's
tuned.
brilliant.
Cyber's sure the extenders ain't braced.
I've been telling them to buy an 8010 for years.
Those tenders snap off, don't matter how good the engine's cycling.
Miss Kelly, I wonder if I could request...
Wait a minute.
They're all gonna love her, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the 8010's the same machine. They just changed the plating. Hope no one noticed.
Possible
Are they gonna have a duel? Is he?
Maybe.
They're gonna
The
have
setting,
like pistols at dawn.
the setting allows it, doesn't
She's
it?
mine.
Yeah.
Yours. She don't belong to nobody.
Money changed hands, which makes her mine tonight. No matter how you dress her up, she's...
Oh, here we go.
Oh, dear.
Turns out this is my kind of party. Wow, man was out of line.
I think they are, aren't they?
I accept.
Oh shit.
That's great. What?
There has been a challenge.
I hope you're prepared, Captain.
Well, are you all talking about a fight? Well, that's fine. Let's get out of here.
It's not a fist fight now.
The duel will be met tomorrow morning at Cadre Pond.
Oh, why wait? Where's that guard? He collected a whole mess of pistols.
If you require it, any gentleman here can give you use of a sword.
Use of a sword?
Sword fight. Oh, it's really old school.
Swat.
Wing may be a spoiled dandy, but he's an expert swordsman. He's killed a dozen men with a long blade. You're the only one who gave him a reason.
Oh, this is a joke.
He'll need a second.
What's that?
I'll take on the job.
He fights if you refuse.
Inara, come with me, please.
No.
Oh, no one wants to be the
You're taking
second,
on this
surely.
job. Being my second, does this mean we're in business?
It means you're in mortal danger. But you mussed up Atherton's face, and that has endeared you to me somewhat. You might even give him a fight before he guts you.
Inara!
What a prick. Oh.
The captain's gonna got himself in trouble.
A duel?
Oh, okay.
With swords? The captain's a good fighter. He must know how to handle a sword.
I think he knows which end to hold.
Attack.
That was terrible.
By being fast like a freak?
No.
It was hardly
Because
fast.
you always attack the same way, swinging from the shoulder like you're chopping wood. You have to thrust with the point sometimes, or swing from the elbow.
Swinging from the shoulder feels stronger.
It's also slower, Mal. You don't need strength.
You have to be
as
really
much as
strong
speed.
if it's
With fragile
sharp.
creatures, it takes less than a pound of pressure to cut skin.
You know that? They teach you that in Horror Academy?
Whoa.
Whoa.
You have a strange sense of nobility, Captain.
You know.
I mean...
You'll lay a man out for implying I'm a whore, but you keep calling me one to my face.
I might not show respect to your job, but he didn't respect you. That's the difference. Inara, he doesn't even see you.
Well, I guess death will solve the issue to everyone's satisfaction.
Might be his undoing, though. He's just continue to toy.
cockiness.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's he doing?
Don't fall for that.
Oh,
whoa!
Oh.
This isn't going to take long, is it?
I mean...
It was dumb.
Atherton, wait.
She's gonna go with
stay
him,
here.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exclusive to you, just let him live.
Oh, Chloe.
Oh! Oh!
He's down.
Do him in.
You have to finish it, lad. You have to finish it. For a man to lay beaten and yet breathing, it makes him a coward.
It's humiliation.
Sure.
So he wants
it would
it.
be humiliating. Having to lie there while the better man refuses to spill your blood. Mercy is the mark of a great man. Guess I'm just a good man. Well, I'm all right.
Just a couple of little stabbings. That's that impulsive nature again, then.
that you never work again.
Actually, that's not how it works. You see, you've earned yourself a black mark in the client registry. No companion is going to contract with you ever again.
Oh, you don't know.
You'll have to rely on your winning personality to get women. God help you. You didn't have to wound that man.
Yeah, I know. It was just funny.
You willing to fight that hard to protect my property? I'll have it in your hold before midnight.
I did wonder what the cargo was going to be.
Right, well, there we go. That was Shindig. So, shall we collect our thoughts together and then let's have a little bit of a recap on the episode? Okay, so obviously in this episode we saw the crew return to Persephone, one of the planet they were on back in episode 1. Badger, again a character we saw back in episode 1, had a job for Mal and the gang. But he had to kind of get in the good books of a guy who didn't like Badger, which meant going to a party, befriending a local businessman.
He was a lord, wasn't he?
A lord, yeah, who wanted to get some stuff off planet. At the same time, we saw that Inara was looking for a date at the same party. She ended up going with a guy called Atherton, who was a bit of a dick. And it all kind of culminated in Mal and Atherton having to have a duel for the affections of Inara. That was the real basics of the episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, although it wasn't the affections, if you ask Mal, was it? But no, not he was defending her honour.
Yeah, for sure.
Slash, obviously fancies her.
Exactly. So, what did you guys like? Super top line. What did you guys think of this episode?
I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. It felt, in taking the series as a whole, it felt more like a filler episode, but just a way
really?
of...
I thought this was my favourite episode so far.
Just a way of enhancing the relationship between Mal and Inara. No, I enjoyed the episode. I just thought it was a bit of a...
There was nothing in it. But I guess that comes from the fact that there was there was nothing to do with any of the other things that we've seen, like the Reavers and the things that have been hinted at, and the sort of what's the rebellion? Not the rebellion. The
Alliance.
Thingy called the Alliance. Yeah. What are they naming this? Are they the Alliance in this?
The Alliance.
The Alliance. Right. Okay. So so I guess we didn't see any of that. So in that respect, I can see what you mean. But I enjoyed that episode. I thought it was really good.
It was good. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I just thought just talking about like kind of how it fit in with the series so far. That was all.
It was a much more focused episode, right? So it was really. It was like really about Mal, Inara, and Kaylee.
Yeah,
like
I did really enjoy Kaylee in this episode.
Yeah. It was everyone else everyone else had a little something to do, but everyone else very much took backseat and had a very minor like B plot kind of storyline going on, which was them trapped on the ship trying to come to the rescue of Mal after getting himself roped into this fight. But yeah, it was really their story, wasn't it?
Have we had any? Because with certain series, you get those episodes where it's like focuses on a certain character. Like everybody's in it, but it's like sort of trying to, sort of what's the word? Just to give you a bit more about those character building, build that character, flesh them out a bit more. So I wonder if we're going to see. We haven't seen any episodes like where it's concentrated on the fringe sort of. I say the fringe characters, but the fringe of the team. Whereas with this one, it was definitely 100% Mal and Inara and their relationship.
They were like top. They were like the top characters. Then it was Kaylee after that, right?
Because the rest of the team were a complete bit part in that. But it was good. It's still obviously it still had a purpose because we were being held hostage essentially. But even the time when they're in there, the writing was still pretty good, and the characters still had their sort of like just the whole like sort of they'd come up with an escape plan sort of thing, but didn't get to do it in the end. But it was just the humour within like that dynamic and stuff was pretty good. So but to echo Jez's comments about Kaylee, like she was my favourite part of this episode, I think.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah. So obviously once we got to this party, so Inara was already going to this fancy ball on Persephone. Badger got a couple of tickets, basically told Mal he had to get in there, so he took Kaylee with him as his partner for the event. Through situations and Mal being very impulsive, very Mal, he ended up punching Atherton, who he had a problem with obviously from the off, because this was like the competition for Inara's affections. Punched him, and then found out that actually by punching this guy he had challenged him to a duel. So and this guy was obviously a well-versed sword fighter, and this kind of made up the last third of the episode, I guess, really. The kind of prepping for this duel, him realising that maybe actually his kind of overly cocksure nature maybe had landed him in a situation that he couldn't get out of this time. And it really started to build on that romance thing, didn't it?
And everything in this episode wasn't space cowboys, it was definitely space period drama, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah. I even joked, are they going to have a duel? And then like 20 seconds later, he punches the dude and a duel's about to start.
Yeah. I was to be honest, I was getting a bit concerned that I was going to hate the outcome of the duel, because I thought like there was absolutely no way if he wins, like just straight out wins, because he's just really good at, I don't know. This guy who's amazing at swordsmanship, and then Mal somehow wins.
Beats him,
He did somehow win, but I could go with the way it happened.
There was enough of a distraction there, wasn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, exactly, yeah. He had lost. He'd lost the fight until Inara stepped in and said, I'll stay with you, Atherton, if you let him live.
Exactly.
But then Mal brought out his style, which was to just punch the dude, throw the sword at him, and then punch him a few more times. So he won, but he didn't suddenly become an amazing sword fighter overnight.
No,
so it was believable for his character.
He won it Mal style, so it's like, exactly. So
and then got a few cheeky stabs.
The cheeky stabs. Love the cheeky stabs. Yeah.
It was quite funny.
One other thing actually that I noticed in this episode, and it's not really tied into the main narrative at all. Jayne has really good comic timing.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Jayne's character is one of the ones that makes me laugh the most. And he's like him, and so obviously like Wash is like the comedy guy, but he's like the says kooky things, like, whereas Jayne is just like often like fish out of water situations.
He's just dumb really well. Like as in, like,
he does dumb well.
He could phone it in and do something just like goofy or whatever, but he does it. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. We saw a few little other things in there. Mal gave a comment about how he respects Inara, but he doesn't respect her job, basically, was kind of the thing for this. And for her, at the same time, from her perspective, it was kind of, you don't get to just pick one or the other. Because, him and Atherton kind of saw her in completely different ways to each other.
Yeah.
Atherton very much saw her just as the companion.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he asked her to stay and be his permanent companion.
Yeah.
But Mal sees her just as the person where he has to take the companion. So they were almost looking at her from completely different viewpoints, but neither of them were really appreciating her as a whole person.
Yeah, I'm starting to really like these characters, and I can see why it's been so popular.
Yeah,
or why it was so popular.
One person I'm still nothing wrong with the character. Still struggling on Shepard. Is it Shepard? It is Shepard. Yeah. Look, he's still. I still don't really get at this point why he's still with them.
he's had his moments in the episodes where he's just showing a little bit of like what he offers. And I
There's
think
more to him than we've seen, but
he's from like previous showings, he's a lot more considered. He considers things a lot more and sort of and he's quite intelligent.
Yeah, but he's the character I think I'd like to see more of, like get to know a bit more about.
And I'm sure he'll have his time. I'm sure there'll be an episode
maybe in a
that
future
will be
episode.
like, where he'll properly shine. But
Oh, and of course, one thing we didn't really go into there as well is, of course, after Mao won his sword fight, he got the contract with the guy, right? And the guy said, if you're willing to go that far for someone, and if you're willing to go that far for my stock. For my delivery, then you're the right person. And we got the joke at the end that actually the delivery was just a ton of cows, basically, like an entire ship full of cows.
There's going to be a lot of shit on that ship, isn't there?
that ship is gonna stink. So if you've all enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, a share, drop a comment. If you want to see some more of our content, head over to allmaverick.com, where you can check out our blogs, our podcasts, our other videos. We've got video game based stuff, TV, film, board games, all kinds of stuff. Hopefully you'll find something on there that you enjoy. All right, guys, shall we head off for now then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.